Okay, if you're a crypto trader, this is for you. This is for those moments when the charts are just a sea of red, the doubt is screaming in your ear, and you feel like the market itself is designed to break you. We're going to really dig into the mental game of trading.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The glow of the screen at 3 a.m. That sinking feeling in your gut when a stop loss gets hit. And of course, the endless scroll through social media where it looks like literally everyone else is catching moonshots. It's a lonely, brutal experience, and it's a very real part of this whole game.
But you know what? This isn't just about the pain. This is a message for every single one of you who has felt all of that, and you're still here. You're still standing. This is for the ones who refuse to quit, not because it's easy, but because you are absolutely determined to figure this thing out.
Yeah, let's just be brutally honest for a second. Crypto trading is one of the most psychologically demanding things you can possibly do. It's not just about charts and patterns, not even close. It's about trying to master your own mind in an environment of pure, unfiltered chaos.
I mean, just think about the speed. A perfect setup can appear and then vanish in a matter of minutes. The volatility, well, it's just unlike anything you'll find in traditional markets. And then there's the info flow. A single tweet from the right person, a headline about regulations, even just a rumor. It all smacks the price action in seconds, and you're somehow expected to react instantly and perfectly. And this right here, this nails the core challenge. The FOMO, the sheer panic of a drawdown, the greed you feel when a trade is screaming in your favor, these emotional swings are often way more volatile than the coins themselves. So, here's the most crucial takeaway from all that chaos. If you are struggling right now, you are not failing. You hear me? You're in the middle of one of the most intense learning processes imaginable. Every single mistake, every bit of frustration, that's just part of the curriculum. And that brings us to probably the biggest mental hurdle of all, how we think about losses. Because in trading, you just can't avoid them. So you have to learn to use them. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the new trader. To them, a loss feels like a personal failure, a sign they're not good enough. But the disciplined trader on the right, they see it completely differently. It's tuition. It's the price you pay for experience. It's not a reason to quit. It's data to learn from. Man, this is such a game-changing realization. Your goal isn't to be a psychic, to perfectly predict the future. Your real goal is to execute your plan, manage your risk, and just stay in the game long enough for your strategy to actually work. The market rewards discipline, not fortune-telling.
And this is exactly why so many people burn out. It's not usually because their strategy was terrible. It's because they let their emotions grab the steering wheel. They trade out of boredom. They chase those insane vertical green candles. And they throw their own rules right out the window the second things get a little stressful.
So every trader who actually makes it eventually hits this critical turning point. And it's not about finding some magic new indicator. It's a complete shift in what you focus on inside your own head. This is the question that keeps you trapped. It's all about the outcome. When you ask this, you're tying your self-worth to your profit and loss for the day, and that sends you on an emotional roller coaster that you absolutely cannot control. And this is the question that sets you free. Did I follow my rules? Did I stick to my stop loss? Did I manage my risk the way I said I would? See, it shifts the focus from the outcome, which is out of your hands, to the one thing you can control, your actions.
The day you start judging your success by how well you executed your plan, not by your P&L, that's the moment you stop being a gambler and start becoming a trader. That right there, that's the level up.
Which brings us to a kind of weird, counterintuitive truth. A lot of us got into crypto for the wild excitement, but professional, profitable trading, it's often the exact opposite. It's kind of boring.
So let's get this straight. You do not need to catch every single big move. You do not need to force a trade every single day. And you absolutely 100% do not need to be right all the time. Chasing that perfection is a recipe for disaster.
So what do you actually need? Well, it's these things. You need the patience to just wait for your specific, high-probability setup. You need the discipline to control your risk on every single trade, no exceptions. And maybe the most important skill of all, the courage to do nothing, to just sit on your hands when there's no good opportunity. That is a professional move. Let that sink in for a second. Boring trading is profitable trading. Why? Because this isn't about hitting the lottery. It's about having a small statistical edge that you just execute over and over and over again. The boring part is just you being disciplined enough to let that edge play out over time. That is what real, sustainable profit looks like.
Okay, so let's wrap this up with a direct message to you, the trader who's feeling the pressure, who's feeling the weight of this journey right now.
If you're down right now, whether it's in your account or just in your head, please understand this. You are not behind. There is no schedule. You are trying to master a skill that 99% of people will never even have the guts to attempt. The struggle, the process, that is the prize.
You know, the market doesn't really care how smart you are or how fast you are. Over the long haul, it rewards one thing above everything else: resilience. The ability to take a punch, learn from it, and get right back up the next day, ready to execute your plan.
So how do you build that resilience? It's simple, but it's not easy. Number 1, keep showing up, especially after a bad day. Number 2, keep it journal. Write down your trades, why you took them, how you felt. It's your personal feedback loop. And number 3, above all else, protect your capital. Your number 1 job is just to survive, so you can trade another day.
Because in the end, the toughest part of this whole journey isn't losing the money. It's finding the mental strength to keep trusting your process and to keep trusting yourself before you have the results to prove it's all worth it. That right there is the final boss, and beating it is what this is all about.